Okay, so evaluating an expression, they have to give you the value. They tell you A is this, B is this, C is this, D is this. So they give you those four numbers. And then they give you this big mess. And you basically have to just plug in all the numbers and compute it. So wherever you see that letter, first replace all the letters with parentheses. Now, why? Because these are all products. So yes, there are sums there. So this was supposed to be B. So where B was, I put 4. This was supposed to be A, so I got to put -3 there. This was supposed to be C, so I got to put -5 there. And then D is 2. So I replaced every single letter with the number that it is equal to. Now I got to multiply it all out. 5 times 4 is 20. +2 times -3. This is a -6. So you're adding -6? No, you're subtracting, right? This is -6. Just whatever sign you get, just replace what's there. 3 times -5 is -15, right? Positive times a negative. Here you have +4 times +2. That's 8. So you're going to add 8. Whew, this is complicated. It's not. It can get messy, though. So you just have to be very careful, and you have to watch your signs, obviously. 20 minus 6 is 14. Now, what do you get on the bottom? Let's see. You have -15. You owe me $15, and then you pay me 8. I have to find the difference of these. So the difference is going to be 7, right? Because 8 plus 7 is 15. So if you owe me 15 and you pay me 8, you still owe me $7. Whew. Now, lucky for you, I designed these. 14 is divisible by 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2. But the signs are different, right? I have a positive and I have a negative. How do you know it's a positive? There's no sign there. When there's no sign, it's a plus. 14 divided by -7 is -2. All right, so that's the first one that I want to work. All right, so the second example, I'm using the same values. I don't, typically this is what I'll do. I'll give you A, B, C, D, and then I'll give you like a bunch of them. I'll give you like 3 or 4 of them. This way you don't have to constantly switch the values. It's easy. It's like A is going to be -3. It could be anything though. So I gave you D squared A. Remember, this is D squared times A plus A times D, take away C squared. So you got to really watch your signs here. There's a million places you could screw this up. So D is 2 times A. Well, here's A. A is -3. Right? D is 2, A is -3. Now come over here again. -3 for A, 2 for D, minus, now what's C? C is -5. Oof. I see so many places this could get screwed up. You got to be really careful. So remember the order of operation. You do not do 3 times 2. This power has to be done first. So I have to do the power first. So first you have to do 2 times 2, right? 2 squared. -3 is waiting. I mean, I'm going to do this because there's nothing else to do. -3 times 2 is -6, so put your -6 there. Now, you have to be really careful here. Put a little 1 there. Make a 1. Right? This negative represents -1. I need to do -5 times -5. -5 times -5 is positive 25. But now I have the -1 in front of it, waiting. After the power is done, that -1 is going to hit that. 4 times -3, -12. -6 was the middle. And then -1 times 25. Woof, that's a lot of big numbers. It's too complicated. I want to add this all up. So look, you lose 12, you lose 6, you lose $25. That's a lot of money you lost, right? So you just got to add it all up. So however you want to do it. I'm going to do 25 plus 6, which is 31. And then that's going to give me 43 when I hit it with the 12. It's all addition. So you're doing 6 plus 25 plus 12, where you're doing 12 plus 6 plus 25. You add them up in any order that you want. It's just addition. You have to add. So I added those together first and got 31. And then I added 31 to 12 and got 43. And it's negative. Why is it negative? Because they're all negative, right? When you are adding and subtracting and they have the same sign, you keep the sign and you add the numbers together. Okay, so this, to be very careful. Plug in D, plug in A, and then plug in C, and do the operations that it gives you. Watch your signs, watch the order of operation. Just take your time on it. Don't rush through it, and just be very careful with the signs.